why we have to move.
So your father can own a cowboy restaurant.
It's called Cattleman's Ranch Steakhouse, and I've grown to love it like the daughter we wished Evan had been.
Debuting on February 4th with a 2-episode sneak peek, ABC's Fresh Off the Boat is a fish-out-of-water effort that needs to take off the standard sitcom water wings and really flex some muscle if the first Asian-American-led Big Four comedy in 20 years really wants to swim. Told mainly from the looking back POV of 11-year-old Eddie Huang, played by Hudson Yang, Fresh Off the Boat follows the trials and cross-cultural tribulations of his family in 1995 as the 3 American-born brothers and their Taiwanese immigrant parents move from Washington, D.C. to the very, very white suburbs of Orlando, Florida, where Dad Lewis has taken over a steak joint called the Cattleman's Ranch so he can pursue his very old American dream.
All you care about is the stupid restaurant. You say it was doing well. It's not doing well, and so I am worried about money and look at my hair.
Yeah, now I know what you're saying. You can feel it already. Nice concept, but can it deliver something you haven't really seen or heard before? That's the problem. It's hard to tell, with 1 or 2 exceptions. But I gotta tell you, besides those exceptions, the results so far suggest no. Based on the 2013 memoir of the same name by restaurateur Wang, the 90s hip-hop heavy and shock-referencing mid-season replacement comes to air after a confusing American Gothic-themed campaign, take a look, slides from Wang himself, and a since deleted and rather ill-considered racially stereotyping galore social media effort that claimed we're all a little #FreshOff. Yeah, full of turbans and bamboo hats and all that crap that you wouldn't want to see anywhere, that Wang himself publicly asked to be taken down. A rocky road to be sure, and one that when you get to on the show itself, creaks along with jokes and setups that you can see coming 10 miles down the narrative highway. Unlike, say, ABC's freshman comedy Blackish, which settled on a distinct point of view from the get-go and pulled the staples of sitcoms into its orbit, as opposed to the other way around.
School is too easy. Just when you think you've won the game, this trick done changed the rules.
Eddie, don't call your mother a trick.
You need to make school more challenging, or else my son will fall behind.
Not that there isn't some bright lights among all this unfreshness. One in particular. As the pre-Tiger Mom's strict Stephen King-loving, great singing, and alternatively cutting and eager to fit in, self-described I see everything matriarch, Constance Wu prickles and shines in Fresh Off the Boat. And also, no slouch in the comic department himself, Randall Park, who plays the father in the show, who also played a rather fine North Korean dictator in The Interview, makes a great foil to her. It's too bad he doesn't have more to work with when he's independent in the show himself. Now, independence is what Fresh Off the Boat really needs. A place where it doesn't feel like it's the Wonder Years, a live-action version of Family Guy, and Everybody Hates Chris just kind of thrown together. Once it gets there, if it gets there, well, as Wu's mother character says early on in the pilot, no more questions, Barbara Walters. I'm Dominic Patten for Deadline Hollywood.